Every rich person you admire has one thing in common. They speak abundance before they see it. Long before the luxury cars, before the private jets, before the empire, they were affirming wealth while living in scarcity. It wasn't luck. It was autosuggestion. Napoleon Hill called it the most powerful tool in the human toolbox, the ability to feed your subconscious mind with the language of success until your outer world bends to match it. Think about it. Your life right now is a mirror of the thoughts and words you repeated most. If those words are small, your reality stays small. But if those words are abundant, bold, and filled with belief, your life begins to expand. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. That's not just a quote. It's a law, and it starts with your voice. You don't need $1 million in the bank to start speaking like a millionaire. You need the courage to speak what you desire before it arrives, because what you say to yourself every single day becomes your world. This is not magic. This is mental programming. And once you learn it, you'll never settle for less again. Spoken words are not just noise. They are seeds, and your subconscious mind is the soil. Every time you say something about yourself, your future, or your circumstances, you're planting that seed, whether it's positive or negative. Most people don't realize they're cultivating poverty, fear, and limitation by casually repeating phrases like, "I can't afford that," "Nothing ever works out for me," or "I'll never have enough." Over time, those words take root deep in the subconscious, and the mind begins to seek proof to align with them to make them true. Napoleon Hill taught that your dominant thoughts, not just passing wishes, are what shape your material reality. And dominant thoughts are created through repetition. Repeated thoughts become beliefs, and beliefs become your life blueprint. It's no different from a garden. If you plant an orange seed and give it sunlight and water every day, you don't get a banana tree. Likewise, if you constantly feed your mind with lack, you don't get abundance. You get more lack. But if you start planting words like, "I am capable," "money flows to me," "I am growing richer in every way," and you repeat them daily with conviction, the mind responds. It begins to believe. And once it believes, your world begins to shift. Hill said, "Autosuggestion is the agency of control through which an individual may voluntarily feed the subconscious mind." That's your power. You don't have to fight your old life with force. You can replace it with words. That's how every great empire begins. Not with buildings or billions, but with a single phrase repeated in faith. Henry Ford said, "Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right." That truth lives in your mouth. Your voice is the architect of your future. So speak what you want, not what you fear. Speak it until your mind accepts it as law. Then take action in alignment with those words. It's not about faking confidence or pretending you're already rich. It's about choosing which seeds to plant and committing to water them every day. Because in time, your words will bloom into your world. The first few moments after you wake up are sacred. They are when your subconscious mind is most impressionable, still soft from the dream world, not yet hardened by the noise of the day. Napoleon Hill believed this was the prime time to program your inner world. Before you check your phone, before you scroll, before the doubts creep in, you must speak directly to your future. That's why the morning affirmation practice is so powerful. You're not just saying words. You're shaping the tone of your entire day and, more importantly, the direction of your entire life. A Napoleon Hill inspired affirmation like, "I am wealth, I am health, I am power, I attract only good into my life, I am destined for success," is not just positive thinking. It is a deliberate planning of identity. You're telling your mind who you are before the world tries to tell you otherwise. The more you say it, the more your brain aligns with it. And when your thoughts are aligned, your actions naturally follow. You start showing up to life differently. You make better choices, take bolder steps, and walk with a quiet certainty that most people can't explain. That's not luck, it's alignment. Hill taught the power of definiteness of purpose, and these affirmations become the engine of that purpose. When you know exactly what you want and affirm it daily, your life begins to reorganize to match it. The brain doesn't like inconsistency. If you keep saying you are wealth, it starts noticing opportunities. If you keep saying you are power, it starts silencing your self-doubt. If you keep saying you attract good, It starts filtering out the distractions that drain you. It's not magic, it's mental alignment. That's why you must begin every morning by declaring who you are and what you stand for. Say it before the day tells you otherwise. Say it with belief, even if your reality hasn't caught up yet, because eventually it will. What you repeatedly affirm in the morning becomes the fuel for your focus, and your focus is your magnet for abundance. Don't wait until you feel ready. Say it now. Say it daily. Say it first. Napoleon Hill made one thing clear. Words alone won't change your life. You can repeat 1,000 affirmations and still stay stuck if they're hollow, robotic, and empty. The secret lies in emotion. Real, deep, vibrating feeling. That's what turns simple words into powerful commands. Hill called it emotionalized autosuggestion. When you speak with conviction, belief, and feeling, your subconscious doesn't just hear the words. It accepts them as truth. That's the difference between saying, I am valuable, and believing you are. The words become electric when paired with emotion. So when you say your affirmations, don't just speak. Feel. Visualize while speaking. Don't just say, I am successful. Close your eyes. See the deal closing. Feel the pen in your hand. Hear the applause. Smell the leather seats of the car you've worked for. Walk into your dream home in your mind before it ever appears in your life. That's how the subconscious starts shifting. Use I am statements that are personal to your story. I am valuable. I am ready. I am in control. These aren't just ideas. They're declarations. Say them with your chest. Say them until you tremble. And here's the multiplier, gratitude. When you say, I am wealthy, pair it with a surge of thankfulness, as if it already happened. Don't beg the universe. Thank it. Gratitude is faith in action. It's saying, I know this is mine. I receive it now. The subconscious loves gratitude. It interprets it as confirmation, as proof that what you're speaking is already real. That's when your internal GPS locks onto the destination. That's when manifestation begins to move. Say it with power. See it in your mind. Feel it in your chest. And give thanks like it's already done. Because when your words carry emotion and your emotion carries belief, your mind has no choice but to make it real. Emotion is the bridge between intention and reality. So if you want to attract abundance, don't just speak like it. Feel like it. Your feelings are the fuel. The stronger they are, the faster your life changes. Speak it. Feel it. Own it. And watch the world respond. Your day doesn't end when you turn off the lights. In fact, one of the most powerful moments for transformation happens in the quiet seconds before sleep. Napoleon Hill understood that the subconscious mind remains awake even after your body rests, and it digests the final thoughts you feed it. That means the last words you say, the last emotion you feel, the last image you hold. These become the blueprint your subconscious studies all night long. That's why your evening reset is so important. Most people fall asleep replaying worries, regrets, or failures. They unknowingly program anxiety, scarcity, and fear to run the background. But you can choose differently. You can use this window to feed your mind faith, abundance, and expectation. Hill taught that spoken words fill with belief. Faith plant powerful seeds. And at night, those seeds go straight into the soil of your subconscious, untouched by distractions. Try saying, everything I desire is on its way. I trust the universe. I am open to receive. Say it slowly with gratitude. Breathe into it. As you do, feel your shoulders relax. Feel your mind letting go. Anxiety begins to melt because now, instead of fighting the unknown, you're surrendering to it with trust. You're telling your brain, I'm taken care of. I'm safe. I believe. And the mind listens. It goes to work in the dream state, not with panic, but with purpose. This is dream state alignment. Your subconscious starts solving problems, creating ideas, and magnetizing you toward what you affirmed. You may not feel in that moment, but the shift is real. You'll wake up calmer, more focused, more aligned. Your energy will attract different people, different decisions, different outcomes, all because of a few powerful words before sleep. This isn't bedtime fluff. It's reprogramming. It's your opportunity to clean the slate and write a new story every night. So don't go to bed with fear in your heart. Go to bed speaking abundance. Go to bed with faith. And let your mind do the rest. Because when you speak with intention and sleep with belief, your subconscious begins to shape a reality that matches your highest vision. Every night is a doorway. Walk through it with power. Every day, most people unknowingly affirm poverty, limitation, and fear. They speak words like, I'm broke, nothing ever works out, I can't afford that, or I'll never be rich, and they say it with such certainty that their subconscious believes them. And that's the problem. Napoleon Hill taught that your subconscious mind does not understand sarcasm, exaggeration, or self-deprecating humor. It only hears the repetition and the emotion behind your words. So when you keep saying you're tired, broke, or unlucky, your mind accepts it as your reality and begins to seek proof of it. That's why your words must become sacred. Every time you speak, you're either building your future or burying it. But the good news is you can flip the script instantly. You can reframe every negative thought into a powerful declaration. Instead of saying, I'm tired, try, I'm recharging. Instead of, I'll never have enough, say every day, I receive more than I need. Instead of, I can't do this, try, I'm learning fast and I'm getting stronger. These shifts might seem small, but they create a completely different vibration in your body and energy. They move you from a state of defeat into a state of creation. And the mind responds to that shift. You start noticing ideas, people, and solutions you couldn't see before because you're no longer blocking yourself with words of failure. You're creating momentum with words of power. The goal isn't to lie to yourself. It's to lead yourself. Even if you don't feel rich, you can still say, I'm attracting wealth daily. Even if you're struggling, you can still say, I am becoming stronger through this. Words are direction. Where you aim them, your life will follow. So become aware of the phrases you repeat. Catch them, replace them, reframe them. Every time you turn a negative into a positive declaration, you take back control of your mind and your future. Speak with intention. Speak with faith. And speak as if your life depends on it. Because it does. You're always affirming something. So make sure it's something worth becoming. Here's your challenge. Simple, but powerful. For the next 21 days, repeat the key affirmations 3 times every morning and every night. No matter how busy you are, no matter how tired you feel, do it anyway. Speak them aloud. Look yourself in the mirror. Say them with power. I am wealth. I am health. I am power. I attract only good into my life. I am destined for success. Then write them down, yes, with pen and paper. There's something magnetic about putting your desires into ink. And as you speak, visualize. Don't just say, I am wealth. See your bank account growing. Don't just say, I attract only good. Feel what it's like to walk into a room and opportunities gravitate toward you. This is not just repetition. It's transformation through intentional programming. One man was drowning in debt, ignored by clients, and filled with doubt. But after doing this for 21 days, not only did a client call back, he closed his biggest deal ever. A woman facing eviction repeated these words with tears in her eyes every night. On day 18, she got a job offer she never expected. These aren't miracles, they're alignment, faith, focus, mental rewiring. And if you commit, your story will shift too. If you do this with faith, your world will shift in 21 days. Your words are not just sounds, they are blueprints. Each one sketches a line in the architecture of your future. When you speak fear, you reinforce limitation. When you speak power, you lay the foundation for greatness. That's why you must speak abundance daily. Not just once, not just when you feel good, but consistently, intentionally, and emotionally. Say it when you're broke. Say it when you're tired. Say it when nothing around you looks like success, especially then. Because your words are not reacting to your world. They are creating it. Speak them. Feel them. Let your whole body vibrate with belief. Napoleon Hill said, your subconscious mind does not argue with you. It accepts what you say with repetition and emotion. So what are you giving to work with? Doubt? Worry? Or purpose and prosperity? Every day is a chance to choose again, to shift your inner dialogue. to command your life with your voice. Start now. Declare it boldly. I am abundance. I am aligned. I am becoming more every single day. Let that be your mantra. Let that be your mirror. And watch how life begins to mirror it back. Say it. Own it. Become it. If this touched your spirit, comment, I am abundance, and subscribe for more wisdom.